Hi, my dear friends. A very warm welcome to all of you. I'm Devi Chakka from New Jersey, USA. First of all, I would like to wish you all of you a very happy Ganesh Chaturthi because we are celebrating Ganesh Chaturthi today. So, on this wonderful day, again we will remember the significance behind the name and form of Lord Ganesha. It is very important to understand those inner meanings because there is so much of spirituality and life science in all our festivals and God forms. We do actual celebration. We are able to celebrate the real celebration only when we understand these wonderful facts behind. We call Ganesh Maharaj Mushika Vahanudu too. Why is this? Mice will represent the ignorant mind. Let's see how it is. Mice live in the dark. They eat their food and also bite everything that come to hand, no matter if is it a useful thing or not. It will bite everything and ruin everything. Why does these creature represent an ignorant mind? Is because our ignorant mind also behave exactly like this. It doesn't come up with the useful stuff. It will go into all negative and disaster thinking. We mingle ourselves with unnecessary stuff and nonsense, so that they will create lots of problems and suffering because of our ignorant mind. That's why mice will represent our ignorant mind. And Lord Ganesha also has an elephant head. Elephant head represent wisdom of soul. Let's see how it works. An elephant head has a big ears and small eyes. Big ears mean listening. We need to listen a lot. Small eyes represent subtle vision, which means ability to understand the cause and meaning of a problem. Let me explain. Every situation and challenge in our life will come to teach some lessons or give us some wisdom. When we perceive that truth and knowledge through insight, we are able to understand the higher purpose of those things happening around us in our life. Otherwise, there is so much happening in our life. We don't know why is this happening to me, why me, and why I need to suffer from all these things and everything. But we don't have any answers because we don't have that insight to know and perceive the truth. And Lord Ganesha also has a big trunk that will represent our breath. Trunk will represent breath and pranayamas, yoga, which means we have to give greater importance towards our meditation practices and spirituality. Therefore, altogether, elephant head represent wisdom of soul. So if you want to become a meditator or spiritual scientist, first thing we need to do is we have to listen to the teachers and gurus, yogis. We have to listen all those teachings about life science and soul science. When we listen to it again and again, there is big ears, right? That means we need to listen again and again. We need to listen a lot, so that by listening continuously like that every day, so we are able to remember all that knowledge. By remembering that knowledge, we are able to act accordingly our wisdom when you need that. When you act and speak with your wisdom, your total life will transform. Therefore, everything starts with listening. We have to listen to like-minded people, senior masters and gurus. Then only we can understand all situations with insight. Otherwise, we will go into complaints and judgments, so that some ignorant old patterns will repeat again and again because we are not learning anything from those situations. We just ended up with complaining and judgment, so same lessons will come again and again. But with the help of regular practice of meditation, we will get the greater understanding insight. So we are able to break that all those ignorant patterns, because meditation will help us to increase our energy levels, awareness, wisdom, so we are able to live consciously according to that. getting that wisdom and living according to that wisdom is the only way to come out of all our suffering. And another name of Lord Ganesha is Vinayaka, which means one who gets victory. But victory on what? Victory on his own mind. That's what the mouse represent near the Lord Ganesha feet. The mouse surrounded itself to the Lord Ganesha. That means he mastered his mind. So he know how to use his mind in a creative way, in productively. We are all able to achieve this. We will master our monkey mind with regular practice of meditation that will help us to increase and improve our abilities. This is all about mouse and elephant head. The same thing said by Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, Yogaha Karmasu Kausalam. Through meditation practice, we will accelerate in all our abilities and talents. And next, Lord Ganesha has two wives. One is Siddhi and another one is Buddhi. When we start our inner journey through meditation, first our mind will get empty. Then our intellectual development will occur. The intellectual development is called Buddhi. Then what happened? That intellectual development leads to Siddhi. Siddhi means abilities or capabilities. A regular meditator will become yogi, and Siddhi and Buddhi are great gifts that comes to yogi. That's why Lord Ganesha has two wives, Siddhi and Buddhi. Another name of Lord Ganesha is Ganadipati. Ganadipati means leader for Ganamulu. What is Ganamulu? Ganamulu means groups. It is little tough to understand, but I'll try to explain. Okay, he is the leader of all groups. There is many kinds of groups. For example, all humans come under one group. All species in the water come under one group, and all birds come under one group, and trees are one group. Not only these groups, there is so many invisible groups like angels, nature souls. We call them like Yaksha, Kinnera, Gandharva, Kimpurusha, etc. All these groups will do a lot of work to maintain harmony and peace on earth. There are some other groups, not only these invisible groups, there is some other kind of groups like some groups will help in creation of new baby bodies in mother wombs, and some groups will help in healing processes. Like that, so many groups will work together to maintain the order of this universe and our body too. So Lord Ganesha is the leader for all these groups. Let me explain it in a better way. We all know that we have chakra system in our body. So there is 7 chakras, and there is root chakra called Mooladhara chakra. This Mooladhara chakra, root chakra, is all about survival, and our Lord Ganesha will be there in our Mooladhara chakra. That means we have some intelligence and energy. We need some intelligence and energy to survive and maintain the order of our life. So that intelligence, that energy is there in our root chakra and taking care of all these groups. But many times with our ignorant mind, we will interrupt all these groups from their works through negative thinking, wrong kind of food habits like meat eating and violent food. We do the same with nature like pollution, killing animals, cutting down all trees. So with all these things, we are interrupting the work with the work in those groups, and we are ruining everything. But when we meditate, we acknowledge the life signs. We will not interrupt with all those works. So we are able to attain good health and harmony with nature. We are able to connect with Mother Nature, and we are able to maintain our health. Now, I want to describe one line from a poem before ending this session. So, Prasanna Vadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopasantaye. We all know this poem. And let me explain this little line from this poem. Prasannavadanam means peaceful mind. Dhyayet. Prasannabadanam dhyayet. Dhyayet means dhyanam, meditation. So only through meditation we are able to attain that prasannavadanam. Because only through meditation we come out of your negative patterns, and you are able to, when you come out of your negative patterns, you are able to attain that peaceful mind. So mind is the index of mind is the face is the index of mind. So that will reflect in your face. So prasanna vadanam dhyayet. Through meditation, through dhyanam, you are able to get that prasanna vadanam. So if your mind is clear and cool, then what happened, that will reflect in your face. When we attain this peaceful, balanced state of mind, all our obstacles will go. That is what sarva vignopasantaye. How it is happened? Because all our obstacles will come with our ignorant negative thinking, limitations, and lack of energy. These are the things will create obstacles for us. But when we step out of all these things, we'll attain prasannavadanam. So that prasannavadanam, with that prasannavadanam, they will take all the obstacles out. Sarva vignopasantaye. Then what's happened? When we come out of all those obstacles, we'll get victory, Vinayaka. So we'll become Vinayaka in our life. So now you understand this significance, the process, the spirituality behind this form and names of Lord Ganesha. So now it's time to practice and implement this knowledge in our daily basis of life. Because if you want to achieve anything, if you want to celebrate actual festival, if you want to become Vinayaka in your life, you have to practice this knowledge in your life. To understand all our traditional and ritual, we have to look at them with a scientific temperament. You have to question yourself, what is the meaning of this festival? What is the meaning of this form and name of this god? When you look into that festival and rituals with that scientific temperament, you are able to take lots of spiritual science, life science from that rituals and celebrations and that god forms. So when you know that knowledge, now it's time to implement that knowledge in your life to make your life more meaningful. So let's do 5 minutes of meditation now. And it is very easy to do meditation. Just cross your fingers like this and cross your feet and close your eyes. Relax your back and shoulders. Sit comfortably. If you want to make a little changes in your posture to make you more comfortable, do it. Go ahead and make yourself more comfortable. You're able to sit at least 5 to 10 minutes stably, comfortably in that posture with crossed legs and crossed hands. Now close your eyes and observe your normal, natural, easy, soft flow of your breathing. Don't inhale or exhale forcefully. Now we are entering into that part, elephant trunk, that meditation practice. So be with your breath. Don't open your eyes for 5 minutes. So today we are celebrating Vinayaka Chaviti, the Ganesh Chaturthi. So on this special day, we do 5 minutes of meditation. Observe your normal, natural flow of breathing. And please, if any thought comes, whenever you are aware that you are thinking, just cut that thought and come back to your breathing and make your mind empty.